Hello there folks, how are we doing today? Yes, England have beaten Germany in a major competition in the knockouts. Oh, I tell you what, it feels good, doesn't it? Not since '66 have they beaten Germany in a knockout like this. It's like a massive hoodoo, sort of feels like it's been lifted. And Gareth Southgate has got redemption for '96. It's just brilliant, isn't it? But yeah, they played pretty well. They didn't play amazingly well. I think they did enough. They got the job done. That was the key thing. Did it in 90 minutes as well, which is just what we wanted. We didn't want extra time and penalties, did we? Right, so yeah, this video, please do subscribe as well. Like and subscribe, comment, do all those great things that you can do. But this video is all about who you think England's most valuable player has been. I personally think it's one of 5. Jordan Pickford, Harry Maguire, Raheem Sterling, Harry Kane, or Jack Grealish. Obviously everyone plays their part, but I think those 5 particularly are the ones to look at. Jordan Pickford, the goalkeeper. I'm a little bit biased being a goalkeeper myself, but he's played ridiculously well so far this tournament, I think. Kind of going counter to what his club form has been for Everton. The save of Kai Havertz was just unreal. The tip over the bar, the power that was coming at. Yeah. The Scotland save was great as well, because it came at a point when if they took the lead they could have beaten us. I know we probably would have got through the group anyway, but yeah, he's just been really reliable, and I think having Maguire and Stones in front of him has helped him a great deal, because they play at big clubs. They're used to big game occasions. So he's felt like, I guess, a bit of duty to be a bit more composed with those 2 playing in front of him. I think he's done a really good job so far. It wouldn't surprise me if a bigger club comes in for him actually this summer. Maguire has had a phenomenal tournament since he came in after being rested for the first game. I mean, that's exactly what you want from Harry Maguire, isn't it? Just that stability, that kind of presence at the back to mop things up, to be able to bring the ball out forward and interlink with the midfield. Yeah, Maguire is a very underrated central defender. I didn't really appreciate him until about a year or so ago. And yeah, I'm glad that he's doing very well. He seems like a really nice bloke, doesn't he, as well? But yeah, he's due a goal, I think, at some point in the tournament. Maybe it'll come against Ukraine. So Maguire has made a huge difference. I think keeping clean sheets, has just been, it's a fundamental, isn't it, for tournament football. But the way England are keeping their clean sheets at the moment is very good, isn't it? They're just looking solid at the back. Sterling has just done a superb job, hasn't he? The way that he cuts in from the flanks and makes those intelligent runs and gets on the end of stuff to finish. He's our top scorer so far, and that's for a reason. Talented player. I think a lot of people are saying he shouldn't be in the starting lineup, but I don't know. I mean, results sort of speak for themselves, don't they? And he's clearly, Pep's coaching, Guardiola's coaching throughout the season is lifting the rest of the side, I think, with the way that his movement is kind of coming across. Harry Kane, again, another player that was kind of vilified for his performances so far. People saying he should have been dropped or should be taken off, and he's not been firing, and then he pops up with that goal. It's the kind of work that he does before the goal that allows him to get into that position, coming from deep like he does for Tottenham, laying it off and then getting into a good position in order to put himself in the frame for scoring. It's a very underrated job, and I think he's bears the brunt for a lot of the goal scoring, doesn't he? Obviously he's the man at top, but he's battered through it and he's got his goal now finally. Maybe it could be the start of more to come, but he leads by example. I think he's a very good ambassador for the leaders in that side to follow. There's a lot of leaders in that team, but I think he particularly galvanises them. And Grealish. I mean, Jack Grealish. Everyone has been talking about Jack Grealish as the sort of saviour of English football in many ways. And I think the way that he impacted the game against Germany was just fantastic. He's got an X factor about him, hasn't he? His dynamism, the way he moves the ball around, the way he can create stuff out of nothing, his speed, his strength. He's got incredible power in his legs as well, which is very underrated for many different aspects of the game. Skill, shooting, passing, dribbling, etc. And he draws people to him and gets fouled a lot, which is a brilliant attribute of the game to have, because free kick on the edge is obviously something you'd want, isn't it? So I think the question is whether you bring him on as an impact player or whether you start him. And I think that bringing him on as a sub seems to be the best way to do it, because it's that injection of energy later in the game where he can make the difference. And he did make the difference with the 2 goals. So kind of owe it all to Grealish in a sense. His impact from when he came on was just, it made the difference, didn't it? So there we are. Who are your favourite England players? Who are the ones that you think have made the difference so far? Hit us up in the comments below. Do remember to subscribe and like the channel as well. That would be great. And I will see you next time. Take care.